welcome to today's episode of Here's to Your Health. I'm your host, Jill Melby. October is National Physical Therapy Month, so today, Kelly Wieman, our Director of Rehabilitation Services here at Crawford County Memorial Hospital, is here to talk to us about physical therapy and our new space at CCMH. Welcome, Kelly.
Thank you.
Can you tell us a little bit about yourself and how long you've worked here at CCMH?
Again, my name is Kelly Wieman. I am a doctor of physical therapy. I was educated originally through high school. I actually lived through in Lake Tahoe, California. I finished my bachelor's in pre-medical studies at Hawaii Pacific University in Honolulu, Hawaii, and then finished my doctorate in physical therapy in Los Angeles at Azusa Pacific University. I'm a board-certified Orthopedic Clinical Specialist, but I also specialize in women's health, specifically pelvic floor dysfunction, as well as pediatrics. And I see most of our vertigo patients here as well. We've lived in Denison for about 11 years now. I've been at CCMH almost 10, been the director for 9, and I've been a physical therapist for about 17 years.
Great. So as I said, October is National Physical Therapy Month. So why is it important to recognize that?
Physical therapy is an area of medicine that focuses on rehabilitation and helping people to become their best version of themselves, really. A lot of it is working on function, it's working on strength, it's working on balance, it's working on movement, and it's a way for patients to be able to better their abilities at home, in the workplace, in their daily lives, and regain function after injury, or gain function that maybe they never had. So it's both preventative medicine and rehab medicine.
Great. So how does physical therapy help improve a patient's quality of life?
Really what we're looking at with patients is what their specific goals are. If you're a weekend warrior and you love playing golf and you get elbow pain every single time you get past 3 holes, that affects what you're able to do. If you're unable to shower yourself, if you're unable to stand to cook meals, that affects what you're able to do in your life. And with physical therapy, what we're looking at is, does this person need more strength? Is it a mobility issue? Are they unable to function because of balance? Or are they unable to do their sport or their activity because of pain? And what our goal is to tailor that treatment to that individual person and help them to be able to regain that quality of life and meet the goals that they specifically have.
That's great to know. So if somebody was hesitant to begin physical therapy but still wanted the same quality of life, what would you tell them?
I think that a lot of people think that physical therapy is torture. Like, that's kind of what we're known for, right? And that's so much not what it is. I think that perception comes from maybe if someone had a total knee replacement or if they had a rotator cuff repair, they're already in a lot of pain. Mm-hmm. And the rehab is not necessarily always comfortable, but we do our very best to make sure that patients don't have increased pain during therapy and that ideally their pain is better afterwards. So really what we're looking for is improving that person's pain, decreasing that person's pain, improving that person's function. And again, it's individually tailored to that patient. We're not going to push people to do something that they can't do, but we will push enough to be able to empower someone to achieve their goals in the safest and most comfortable way possible.
Great. So it sounds like it's for everyone in
Absolutely.
A way.
Yes, absolutely.
Can you talk to us about the new space that you have here at CCMH?
We are super excited about our new space. We are still located in the same area that we were just a couple of years ago. We spent a year off-site during construction, but we just moved back into our new rehab department about a month ago. Our current space, once completely finished, we have a couple of rooms not quite completed, but we'll have 9,800 square feet of clinic space for physical therapy, occupational therapy, speech therapy, and cardiopulmonary rehab services. We have a gym that has 2 sets of parallel bars now, tons of functional equipment. We actually have a lot of windows, which is making it a more therapeutic environment. It was a little bit darker before. And just being able to see that natural light is helpful for patients. We have multiple private treatment rooms, so anything that doesn't necessarily need to be done with gym space or gym equipment or on our walking track in our gym can be done in a private treatment room, so that patient has their own dedicated space for their treatment. We're completing a pediatric gym. Hopefully that will be done in the next few months so that we have a dedicated space for pediatric patients with appropriate sensory equipment and space necessary to be able to see those patients. So it's a much larger area, but it's designed very specifically to create that patient-specific therapeutic environment that people are looking for.
That's so great to have in our community here, so you don't have to drive an hour or 2 hours to get this care.
Absolutely, yeah.
Kelly, if somebody is interested in physical therapy at CCMH, what do they need to do?
So physical therapy, technically in the state of Iowa, is a direct access service. However, most insurance companies will only cover physical therapy with a physician's referral.
Okay.
So we do require a referral generally from primary care or from an orthopedist or whoever it is that you're seeing that is recommending therapy services. You can also talk to your provider about therapy services if you feel that therapy would help you to be able to improve your pain or your function or be able to get you back to what you want to be able to do. Having a brief conversation with your primary care is an easy way to start. And then what we'll do from there is we set up an initial evaluation with a physical therapist, and that physical therapist will evaluate your specific condition and come up with an appropriate treatment plan that you can agree on to work together to get that patient closer to their goals.
Great. Well, thank you, Kelly, for joining me today at the Here's to Your Health podcast. We appreciate your time.
Thank you.